Good afternoon, guys. This is God is my strength, and this morning I just came to give us some encouragement. You know, the world is just so tricky at the moment, and I just want to talk about how we can just spread love, spread kindness to each other. It doesn't hurt to spread love to each other, show humanity, show someone that we care. In my daily walks, and talking to people, I understand that a lot of people are going through so much. A lot of people are going through so much, and sometimes, all it takes is just a kind word to lift someone's spirit. Sometimes, just a kind gesture, showing love, showing someone else that we care. You don't even have to know the person to show love and care to a stranger in their time of need. And sometimes, if you just open up your heart and extend love, show love, you'll be surprised how how that can change someone's day, make a big difference, lift someone's spirit, lift someone out of despair, take someone out of a dark period that they're going through in their life. It's amazing what a little bit of love can do. And I don't think there's enough love in the world at the moment. I don't think there's enough love in the world at the moment. But we can all come together. We can all come together and lift each other's spirit up, lift each other up in prayer. Sometimes we just have to pray for each other. Show someone, you're not alone in what you're going through. You're not alone in what you're going through. Like a couple of days ago, in my prayer group, we were just having a general conversation. So we finished our prayer. We normally do like morning prayers. So we finished our prayers. We did our praise and worship. And then after we were finished, we were just having a general chit chat, just checking in on each other and just seeing how people were doing. And someone opened up in the group and they said that they were going through a very difficult time, but just by being a part of the prayer group, they were able to feel so loved, they feel belong, they feel that we care about their needs and that we were praying for them and lifting their spirit. And sometimes, thank you, good morning, thank you for the like. Going on my nature walk, I like to walk and talk with God on my days off. I haven't been doing it much, but when I do get a couple of days off, today is a beautiful day, it's very sunny and it's feeling quite warm, so I'm blessed. So I said I'd just come to the park and just chill and just chat with you guys and just spread some love. I'm talking about spreading love, showing kindness to each other. This world is full of so much sadness, so much negative things. And sometimes if we just dig deep down into our hearts and show our brothers and sisters that we care, it can actually make such a big difference because people are going through a lot. People are going through so much. Sometimes people are walking around with so much burdens on their heads. And it's nice sometimes. I'm in London, Southeast London. Hi Hector, good morning. Yes, it's really nice sometimes when we can extend our hands and just show love to someone. And showing love can be in so many different ways. It's not always by monetary gain. Sometimes it's just spreading love through kindness, showing someone kindness, a kind word, a kind gesture, checking in with someone. How are you doing? How is it going? How are you coping? How is everything? Just checking in with someone and just being there for someone. They may be going through a difficult time. And sometimes when you ask the question, how are you? Sometimes that's when people open up to you and they will share something, share a problem. And maybe the answer is actually you. Maybe you're the answer to that person's problem. But how would you know? How would you know unless you extend your heart, open up your heart and just being there for someone else? Let me show you how beautiful this park is, guys. Just have a look at this. So beautiful. So beautiful. Everyone is just walking around. We've got a cafe there. You can go and have a cup of tea, have a drink. People are just walking their dogs. It's so beautiful. Acres of green space, and it's so beautiful. Yes, so spreading love is, it doesn't take much for us to be kind to each other. And I just want to encourage someone this morning. no matter who you are or where you are in the world, just show love, show love, show love, show love to each other. And you don't have to know the person to show love. And it's not always money. It's not always money. Sometimes, as I said, a kind word to someone can make a big difference in their day. You see someone looking sad, they're looking down. How are you? Is everything okay? How is your day going? And for me, these things, they come naturally because, I just try in my daily walks of life. I always try to check in with people. I'm not perfect, I'm working on it. But I always try to check in with people. It doesn't matter who the person is. It could be someone on the train, it could be someone on the bus, it could be in the supermarket, wherever I go. I always try my best to extend love to others. And you know what? God is love, and God wants us to show love to each other. And when you love and you care for others, it's like caring for God. And God loves us to spread love. He loves us to, show others that we care. God is love. Hi, good afternoon, Sarah. Hello. Yes, God loves us to show love to each other. And as I said, you don't need to know somebody to do something nice for them. You don't need to know the person that you're spreading love to. Lending to a stranger, showing love to a stranger is like we're lending to God. And we want that blessing to be upon us. We want it to be upon our children and our generations to come. So this morning, this afternoon, wherever you are in the world, I don't know what time it is, but for me, it's afternoon, it's after 1 o'clock. I'm just encouraging us just to spread love, be kind to others. You don't know what a difference you can actually make in someone's life by being kind, showing love. Someone might just be going through a very difficult time, and by you extending your loving arms and just reaching out to that person, it can make such a big difference. Look at this beautiful park. It can make such a beautiful difference in someone's life. A couple weeks ago, I came one day. It was a really cold morning, and I came to the same park, and I was just walking around and just meditating on God's love and His word and His affection. And an elderly gentleman came up to me and he asked me what I was doing, and I told him I was just walking and talking with God, and he was smiling. He said, "You do that?" I said, "Yes, I do that." But that's the place that we need to get to in our lives, where we're not too caught up in ourselves that we can't be there for others. We can't be so self-involved that we can't see that our brothers and our sisters are hurting, and we can't extend an open arm to be there for that person, to show them love and to show kindness, listening to someone. Sometimes showing love is listening to someone. Someone might just be having a bad day, and just by just listening to that person, just sitting down with them for a couple of minutes, just listen to them. You don't even have to say anything. Just listen. That can make a big difference in someone's day. Even asking, how are you doing? How is your day going? That can make a big difference. Checking in on the neighbors. Sometimes in our busy lives, we're also busy doing different things. But sometimes it's nice to check in on others as well, our neighbors. How are they doing? How are they getting on? Do you need help with something? Can I help you with something? And it's only by having conversation to people, then will you know if someone has a need and how you can be the blessing in that person's life. And God wants us to be a blessing to others as He has blessed us. And He wants us to extend our hands each day and to share that love, share that kindness, and not to ignore the needs of our brothers and sisters. Some of us, we get so self-righteous, we get so caught up in ourselves that we think that the world is all about us. The world is not about us. It takes the whole world, different nations, for us to come together and to be a blessing, to each other, and to be there for others in their time of need. Because you never know when you're going to need a shoulder to cry on. You don't know when you're going to need someone to extend their loving arms to you. You don't know when you're going to need someone to ask you, how are you doing? Can I help you with something? What is it that you need? And yes, I know there are wicked people in this world. I understand that. And there are people who take advantage of this. But you just have to use discernment, use wisdom. Ask God to show you the people that He wants you to be a blessing to. Ask God to show you the people that He wants you to extend that open arms with. Because we're living in a world where people are scrupulous, people are evil, they're wicked, and sometimes they will take advantage of your kindness. But having the spirit of discernment will help you to navigate, who you should be a blessing to, who you should be extending love to, and who you should be, showing that that loving kindness too. So just be a blessing as you go about your day. Try to be a blessing to someone. Try to make a difference in someone's life, and try to be there for your sisters and brother. As I said, you don't know when you will need a shoulder to cry on. You don't know when you may need someone to extend love to you. You don't know when you will need someone to bless you. So let's show love. Let's show love, guys. Let's show love. Let's show kindness. Let's be caring towards others. And let's not ignore the needs of others when they're crying out to you. You know, we have people in this world, you know, you have the thing that the person need, and they come to you and they're saying, I need, say for instance, I'm just giving an example. Say for instance, someone say, you know what, I need a job, or I need some sugar. And you have the sugar and you can connect them with people to get a job. But you're thinking that within your capacity you can't do that. But you are the blessing to that person. You do have a sugar. You can bless that person. You're going to send them away and you're going to say, I'm going to pray for you to get sugar. When you have the sugar in your house, well, you are the blessing for that person in that moment. And that's where some of us, we get self caught up sometimes, because we think that we can't be a blessing to others because maybe we're looking at what we have and we're saying that what we have is not enough. But sometimes it's by making the sacrifice from what you have and sowing a seed into someone's life, and that's what God is going to use to be a blessing to you. And a lot of people miss out on their blessing and their breakthrough by not, by not understanding this principle, because we're looking at what we've got. We're saying, oh, I don't have enough money, how can I bless someone? But sometimes just making the sacrifice to be that difference into someone's life, to reach out and to bless them, and trusting God to work it out for you. And you'll be amazed how God can come back and bless you tremendously, above beyond what you can even imagine. And don't look at what you have, because sometimes what you have is just enough to reach out to others. Sometimes what you have is just what someone else need to take them out of a difficult situation, to help them through a challenge that they may be going through. So don't look at what you've got and think that because you don't have enough that you can't be a blessing. As I said, giving is not always giving money. You'll be amazed at how many things you can how many ways you can be a blessing to others. Say for instance, my children are a bit older now, and last year I looked at their clothes. They have lots of clothes. You know, children go through clothes so quickly. And I was cleaning out their wardrobe, and I realized they had so many stuff there. And some of them were in good condition, like they've only worn them once or so forth. And I washed the clothing, washed them, and I put them in a bag. And then a colleague of mine said, I'm going away, and I support a charity in India. And she said, do you have any clothes? And I said, yes, I've got bags of clothes. And I took them to my colleague and I gave them to her. And she said, you would be amazed of the blessing, how you bless so many. She said, you don't want to know how many people the children clothes have been a blessing to, how many families these clothes are blessed. And I feel really humbled by that, because there I was thinking that I didn't even know what to do with them, because sometimes you don't want to give others things that your children have worn, because you're thinking that if it's not good enough for them, if it's not good enough for your children, and it's not good enough for others. But the clothes were in good condition. I washed them and I got rid of the ones that were stained and like had holes and stuff in them. I didn't put those in the bag. I just selected the best of the bunch. And she came back to me and she said, I took them to India, and the charity that I supported, you'll be amazed the amount of children that benefited from these clothes. And there I was thinking that, you know, it would make a difference, or they would say that it's secondhand and they don't want it. But she said that they were richly blessed by it. She even came back to me and she was saying, if you had any more clothing, please consider me, because next time I'm going, I would like to take them and to, give them back to give them back to the charity, and just to make a difference. So sometimes, as I was saying, it's not always money, and we don't know how the simple gestures that we do can make so much difference in people's life. And don't limit ourselves and think that, because you yourself might be going through something, you don't think that you can be a blessing to someone. Sometimes it is your story that will transform and change people's life. Maybe you've gone through a difficult situation. Say, for instance, you've gone through domestic violence, you've gone through a marriage breakup, you've gone through a bereavement. Sometimes your story, by sharing your story with someone who is going through a difficult time in their life, maybe that story will be the blessing to someone, because it will help them to take courage from you to see that you've come through that, You've gone through all of that and you're still standing and you're able to give the testimony of what you've gone through. And sometimes by sharing that, I'm not saying to go around and share your personal business. I'm just saying by you will know the right person that conversation will be beneficial to. And those are the people that you want to reach out to and to be a blessing. And you'll be surprised how by sitting down and listening to that person's story and sharing your story, how much difference you could make into someone's life. So don't limit yourself and don't think that you can't be a blessing because you're also going through a difficult time. God can use all of us to be a blessing to each other. And it doesn't matter who you are, whether you're rich or whether you're poor, you just have to dig deep into your heart and to be the blessing, to be the change. It all starts with us, and each of us, we have to do our part in this life, in this world, to be our brother's keeper, to show love, to show kindness. So guys, I'm going to wrap up. This is a quick live. It's a quick live, but I want you to take away one thing this afternoon, that spreading love doesn't have to cost us anything. All it takes is just the heart and the desire to be a blessing to others. No matter where you are or who you are, you can always show kindness. So as you go through the rest of your day, look around you in your own personal space. Who can you be a blessing to this afternoon? As I said, it's not always money, kind word, kind gesture, checking in on someone. You haven't heard from a person for a long time. Give them a phone call, send them a message. How are you doing? Is everything okay? That's one way of showing love. It's not always about money, because people hear that and they think, oh, I have to go in my pocket. You don't always have to go in your pocket. Spreading love can be through many ways. So this morning, just be encouraged. Spread love, spread kindness. Be your brother's keeper. God is love. God love us all. Peace out. Have a blessed day, guys. And thank you so much for watching. I have some more contents coming up in the next couple of weeks. As the weather continues to improve, then I'll be able to, you know me, I like to do nature walk and talk with God. So over the next couple of weeks, I'll be going to more places and just doing little quick talks. Tune in with God and see what He wants us to do to continue to glorify His name. Thank you for watching, and God bless you.